Well, hello. In this video, we're going to be talking about kitchen sink faucets and how to pick out the right one for you. Now, there's a lot of different brands out there, a lot of different companies making faucets. There's a lot of different styles, a lot of different models, and there's a lot of different colors. And those really aren't the big deal. You kind of just pick out what you like out of the variety of those. Just kind of a good rule of thumb to remember: the more you pay for it, the better the quality. If you buy a cheap little $80 faucet, it'll work. It probably won't leak, but it's not going to last you a whole long time, and who knows what kind of finish it's got on it. They could peel off later. But the big mistake that I get, and I get homeowners that call me a lot, and they'll be like, hey, I bought a faucet. I just need somebody to come over and install it for me. And I get over there, and they've bought the wrong thing. Well, how do you buy the wrong thing? Well, back here I've got a typical stainless steel double vessel, double basin drop-in kitchen sink. And most of these come with 4 holes in them already. And this is set up for what they call a 4-hole faucet. But you don't have to get a 4-hole. There's some other ways around that. But faucets come in the single hole, which look really great on granite. They also come in a double hole style, and there's also a 3-hole style, and then of course the 4-hole like this one is set up for. Now, if you have a 4-hole existing 4-hole sink and you want a nice 3-hole one, well, you're gonna have a hole left over from where that side sprayer was, so you're gonna have to do something. Well, most people will go pick up what we call a soap dispenser. And you can find kits that come with the faucet and the soap dispenser already. And this is just a basic one that we have. And it would go in that 4th hole and cover it. You're going to want to cover that hole, because if you don't, water can get down there and you can mess up the bottom of your cabinet. So a soap dispenser is a good way to do that. If you have a 2-hole setup and you just want a single hole, you can use the soap dispenser. The other method that we have, and now this one's got a really funny name, and it's just a little cover, but if you were to go to a plumbing supply house and ask for one of these, they're going to call it a cock hole cover. And the reason for that is, in plumbing, a cock is a valve. If you've ever heard of a petcock or your good old seal cock. Now, we call these spigots or hose bibs or something along that line, but the old school term was a seal cock. So plumbing's got a lot of weird terms that can be funny sometimes, but that is what they're called. But this little cover, and you can get them in stainless steel or chrome, it just unscrews and pops right down in that hole and seals it up. And you can do as many of these as you want to. You could take a 4-hole, plug all 3, and have the 1-hole faucet in the center and be just fine. Now the other thing is to notice is, here's a single hole faucet. This is one of the ones that we use a lot, but it comes with this little bracket, and a lot of your single holes come with a little bracket that converts it into a 3-hole, and it's just a cover is all it really is. The faucet's doing the work. This is just a little cover. And then if you had a 4-hole setup, you'd put a soap dispenser or put the little hole cover over it. But that's kind of the basic gist of it. I hope you learned something, and when you go to the supply house or you go to the hardware store to pick out your kitchen faucet, now you got an idea to know what to look for.